Good afternoon, everybody. This is day number 55, my stay-at-home coronavirus tour. Today I'm going to do another Grateful Dead cover. Jerry or none of the Dead wrote this song. This song was first recorded in 1928. It's a great bluegrass and jug band song. But this song, so today I'm going to do the more bluesy version of the song. And like I said, the song was written in 1928, and it was recorded by the Memphis Jug Band. And the label on that release of that album credits Will Shade as the composer and copyright is still administered by that publishing company. By some standard, this is correct. By others, it's not, because a lot of the lyrics he chose were really appearing in other blues numbers prior to the recording of this. But like I say, in that genre of music, a lot of times that's acceptable to pick up on some of the other lyrics that somebody else might have written in another song. I don't think it's as easy to do that today. And maybe rightfully so. But in any event, this is a great jug band song, like I said, and all the great jug bands, Quiskin, the Memphis Jug Band, they all believe me, they have this in their set list. It's a great song. And I got thinking about, I've been doing a lot of songs of the '60s and thinking about the situation today, both with the pandemic and politically and everything else, and then reflecting back of what I remember about the '60s, and because back then we were divided, probably as divided as we are today, over the Vietnam War, over the race issue. There were political issues with the assassinations. I mean, a lot was very similar to today, but there were some things I think that there are some dissimilarities also too. One thing I think about back then, I don't think the gap between the extreme left and the extreme right was as wide. It was definitely there, but I don't think it was as wide and as far apart as we are today. And when I look back, to me it looks like that might be some of that might be the problem with the media, the instant media we have today. Everything happens so quick. Back then we had television, you know what I mean, but it certainly wasn't what we had today. Plus the amount of people television reaches in the world today compared to back then, and back then the TV was presented, especially the nightly news was presented more centrist. The news commentator would never inflict his opinion on anything or try and shade it one way or the other. As a matter of fact, if he wanted to give an editorial, he'd say it so right in the on the newscast. I can think, thinking back to Walter Cronkite, he would say, "Now I'm going to give you my opinion," and separate that from the news. But today it's all intermingled, and I think that might have something to do with the way the media is presented. But this quote I'm going to give you today before the song was by Jerry Garcia back in the '60s, and Jerry certainly was a member of the left and the Cultural Revolution who wanted to change. He opposed the Vietnam War, etc., etc. But I think the words he spoke back in the 1960s might be very worth listening to today. And what Jerry said was, what we are thinking about is a peaceful planet. We're not thinking about anything else. We're not thinking about any kind of power. We're not thinking about any kind of struggle. We're not thinking about a revolution or a war or any of that. That's not what we want. Nobody wants to hurt anybody, and nobody wants to get hurt. We would all like to be able to live an uncluttered life, a simple life, a good life, and think about moving the whole human race forward one step or a couple of steps at a time. Jerry Garcia. Name of the song is Steelin'. Well, put your arms around me like a circle around the sun. Wanna love your mama till the early morning comes. Don't believe I love you, look what a fool I've been. Don't believe I'm falling, look what a hole I'm in. Stealing, pretty mama, don't you steal on me. Steal see me someday. Don't believe I love you, look what a fool I've been. Don't believe I'm sinking, look at the hole I'm in. Stealing, pretty mama, don't you steal on me. How I'm stealing back to my same old used to be. And I'm going up, I know they're gonna see my girl. She's the happiest one in the whole wide world. Don't believe I love you, the fool I've been. Don't believe I'm falling, look at the hole I'm in. Stealing, pretty mama, don't you steal on me. 'Cause I'm stealing back to my same old used to be. So put your arms around me like a circle around the sun. I wanna love you, mama, till the early morning comes. Don't believe I love you, look at the fool I've been. Don't believe I'm falling, look at the hole I'm in. Stealing, pretty mama, don't you steal on me. I'm stealing back to my same old used to be. Yeah, I'm stealing back to my same old used to be. Peace. Stay safe, everyone.